Please click on the subscribe button so you get notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about my guy, my quarterback, my QB1, Brock Rockin' Sockin' Motherfucking Purdy, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that is the name I have given him. Been calling him Brock Rockin' Sockin' since day one. First year when he started. Sticking to it, trademarking it. That's my guy. We are signing him, or we have signed him. The 49ers have signed him to a reported 5-year, $265 million deal, averaging at $53 million a year, which is right now tied for 7th in the league, which is phenomenal for the 49ers. He deserves every penny of it, in my personal opinion. Took us to back-to-back NFC championship games in the first 2 years. Then he took us to a Super Bowl, his second year, first full year actually starting. And last year was a down year for the team as a whole, considering that just considering all the injuries, Trent Williams going down with an injury, then losing a child, for various Ward losing a child and being out for multiple weeks. Not to mention Brandon Ayuk, I think, tearing his ACL. Then we had Ricky Pearsall being shot. Then we had CMC also being injured, and we were down to, I think, our 4th or 5th string running back at one point. We had a lot of turbulence last year, and even through all that turbulence, Brock still managed to have a solid year, averaging 8.5 yards per pass attempt. He threw for 3,800 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. Not a bad year, not a great year, not what we were used to seeing the numbers he was putting up his first 2 years. But overall, with what he's done in the league, what he's done for the Niners, especially in a moment where we were relying on Trey Lance to be that guy and not really developing into being that starter, and Brock just taking over the reins as Mr. Irrelevant and maintaining his standard. Even though last year it was a down year, it was a huge letdown year. It can't be solely put on Brock. Even when he did perform well, there were games where our defense couldn't stop shit, and there was also moments where our special teams couldn't bail us out. So there were a lot of circumstances why last year we didn't end up winning the games. I watched every single 49ers game last year, and I can't just put it on Brock. And I'm excited about securing our quarterback for the long term. People that have been comparing him to Dak Prescott need to stop. No offense, Dak is not on Brock's level. I think every time Brock has faced Dak, the Cowboys have lost. So that should go to show you. And I know everybody will say, "Oh, it's about the team and whatever." That is true. However, Jerry Jones had a Super Bowl winning head coach in Mike McCarthy. He had, in my opinion, with all due respect to my wide receivers, even though I think we have a super talented wide receiver room, CeeDee Lamb is a special wide receiving talent. He's him. Who was Amari Cooper when they had him? Great player. Brandon Cooks last year, Brandon Cooks, a lot of people forget that he was the number one option on many teams. He was the number one option for the Patriots at one point. He was the number one option for the Rams. He's been around the league for a while now. He's I think still with the Cowboys, or was with the Cowboys. Now they have George Pickens over there. It doesn't matter who they have. George Pickens, George Washington, Michael George. I don't care. Niners always gonna smack. Always gonna smack. But going back to the main subject, Brock, there were players who left the franchise who I love. Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga, great players, trying to take shots at Brock Purdy, and the fact that he needed to get this contract negotiation done. To be completely honest, as much as I would have loved to have those guys still with us, they were very injury-prone players. In the last, I think, 2 or 3 seasons, Talanoa Hufanga has not been able to play a full 17-game season, and his seasons have ended due to injury. Same with Dre Greenlaw. The extensions that they were probably seeking, they got from the Denver Broncos, and that's great for them. They got paid. They got paid for their services because they are elite talent. But fact of the matter is they have a quarterback over there that's still on that rookie pay scale, right? Brock deserves the contract that he got. And frankly, with the way the draft played out, I'm excited for it, especially because I know we didn't get an offensive lineman, but we got DJ Humphries in free agency. He is a former first-round pick. I think he's a former number 1 overall pick by the Arizona Cardinals. He was out with the torn ACL, I think, last year. Didn't play. We signed him. He might be the backup, and that might honestly be a solid solution for the 49ers. I'm excited. Especially because this offseason has not had any drama go along with it. Everybody's been focused. Everybody's on the same page. Even Brock, when he was going through his contract negotiations, has been zeroed in, focused on what the team can accomplish this year, and the vibes feel right. We also got a backup in Mac Jones, who realistically should have been the quarterback we drafted instead of Trey Lance. With I think the number 2 overall pick. Honestly, Mac Jones's NFL career would have probably been a lot better if Kyle hadn't been talked out of going for Mac or going for Trey. I think Mac could have been the quarterback for us many moons ago, but now we have Brock. Mac is his backup. I am confident in our backup quarterback. He's a former first rounder. Took the Patriots to the playoffs, has had opportunities, has not had a good head coaching wherever he's been. No offense to Bill Belichick. When he had Josh McDaniels, a great offensive-minded offensive coordinator, offensive mind. Once he lost them, his career went to shit. And no offense to Doug Peterson, but Doug was 1 foot in, 1 foot out the door over in Jacksonville, and he really didn't have a shot. Now he's with the 49ers, and he's looking to do what Sam Darnold did with the Niners, and now look at where Sam Darnold's at. But yeah, Brock deserves his contract. Gonna have a great year this year. I put money on him finishing somewhere in the top for the MVP voting, top 5. He's gonna be a top 5 MVP candidate. The schedule has played out perfectly for the Niners. We should have at least 10 wins, if not 12 to 13, in my personal opinion. It feels right. Brock, I am more than confident, is going to be able to execute, and people are going to see that he is deserving of that contract. Everybody that thinks he's overpaid, continue to forget that the salary cap keeps going up every year. So right now that he might be the 7th, tied for 7th, but in the year he'll be 14 to 15. And then we'll have him tied down for another 3 or 4 years after that. Guys, this deal is amazing. It gives us a ton of flexibility on the roster too. So next year, after this season, we should have money opened up in the cap to be able to bring in some talent, re-sign some of the guys. And I'm excited. Brock is the guy. Be confident. In the next 5 years, I believe the Niners are gonna make another Super Bowl appearance. And I won't say we'll win it, but we'll hopefully have a shot at it. Hopefully. I think Brock can be that guy. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, have you heard? Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.